welcome to Amsden Outdoors. We're putting in food plots the last couple of weeks, and what we've come up with is we put a lot of clover in, we put some wheat in, we put some rape, turnips, peas and stuff. But what we're looking for right now is a very good, like a heavy grazing to go into winter. The deer's really going to like all the leafy broadleafs, but the first frost, it's sort of going to taper off after that. So we want something that they can come back through the entire season and eat, get full, get lazy, go out, lay down, and then we take care of business. But in the transition area, we want to make sure that they come in and leave to have something to eat. So we've planted, I don't know, about a dozen small acreage food plots. It's maybe 3/4 of an acre. And if you'll look, you'll see most of the wheat has come up since last night. We planted it last night. But no, honestly, we planted it about a week and a half ago, and we're just now getting enough rain that it's actually coming up and starting to look like something. We put some oats in with it. Like I said, we're looking for something real hardy to go through the winter with. This stuff will grow in this part of southeast Missouri up until probably mid to late January. It'll go dormant, and it'll be one of the first things that come out, so they've got a little nutrition going into the early spring. After that comes around, we'll start working on food that they can eat throughout this, early spring when there's nothing in the woods really to eat. And then they can go into the hay fields and have fun all summer long and eat whatever they want. But from now till end of November, they're going to be hitting these. And like I said, they've only been in for a couple of weeks, and they've already hit them pretty hard. The tops are all gone. As we go through the food plot, you can see here what he's talking about, where they've nibbled it off. This is all gone. That's eaten down. Here's a piece that they've missed. A few turnips that are coming up that they're going to enjoy later on when there's nothing else to eat. But they've worked it over pretty hard already, and it's an early food plot. And this one here, they've nibbled almost down to nothing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what we've done to get this far. We sprayed everything, and if you don't like chemicals, that's really bad, because getting down to dirt, chemicals is about the best way to do it. We use 2,4-D. We killed out the vegetation. We come back in, and here's another thing a lot of guys don't like. We disked. When we disked it up, it's not a big patch. We're not going to lose much topsoil. And it's very rocky. So we disked everything up, gave it a couple of days to breathe. We come back, we sowed everything. Then we took a treetop and drug it back and forth to cover the seed. Works out really good. Then we waited for a rain, which finally happened. And then the seeds come up, and now we've got this. That's how far we are into it. Now, I haven't put any fertilizer down. Wheat and oats and stuff like that, you really don't need a lot of fertilizer. It's going to come up. Now, it may not produce as much as you want it to, but these deer are going to eat it. It's regardless on how thick it is. They're going to be out here. They're going to be browsing around, and hopefully you get a shot at one. All right, hey, this is number 2 food plot. We like to call this a lowland deer food plot. It's really bloomed overnight since all the rain and stuff has hit. Oats and the wheat's really pushing through. There's some turnips that are really popping. They're hopefully going to be good for this spring or this fall. It's pretty rocky, but you will have a hard time in southeast Missouri not finding a food plot that doesn't have rocks in it. This is a really woodsy pasture type terrain here. There's dozer piles and other food plots on over. But what we're hoping for is the deer to funnel through here and stop and graze, stop and graze, stop and graze, and give some of our people some time to shoot. Like I said, there's trees in the wooded pasture, so you can get up there with your tree stand real quick, or put a blind in a dozer push, and hopefully kill a big buck. But if you don't kill a big buck, I can guarantee you a little doe. But this is like a funnel point to the hay fields. They like to feed out in the hay fields, and they'll like to feed back in the dark of the night. But this is a really good nutrition part for them. Hopefully it helps them produce antlers and little ones for the year to come. And like I said, if you have any questions, please ask away. But that's about all I have to say about our food plots. This is Amsden Outdoors. Like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And thank you for your time. Okay, now Trey has noticed something pretty neat. Trey, show everybody what you found here.
That's chocolate M&Ms.
Chocolate M&Ms. Trey, do you eat chocolate M&Ms quite a bit?
No.
No? Well, I know what that came out of. I'm not sure what went in there, but I know what came out of it.